What does your perfect world look like? And how do you think you're going to get there? I don't know how many times I've asked that question on the campus of the public university, but it's one where I usually get blank stares and mouths drop open. What does your perfect world look like, and how are you going to get there? See, lots of people talk, let's say for instance, about justice, and they'll say, we want justice. And I will always ask the same question. Is justice in this life perfect? Will you get absolute justice? And generally speaking, people will say no. And then I'll say, then what needs to happen in order for you to feel complete or feel like you're getting what you want to have? Or at the end of the day, what does your complete justice look like? And that's where we come to the second part of my mantra. Remember, knowing where you come from, where you're going to, helps you know how to live now. Well, here's the second part to that. When we talk about the issue of outcomes, we ask the question, what is the end? What is the perfect end, and how are you going to get there? Let's say, for instance, if we're talking about the subject of justice. So for instance, here is my outcomes diagram. Let's say, for instance, this is what we see about justice now. In this life, justice is going to be imperfect and incomplete. What do we need to know is going to happen? Well, for the Christian, we need to know that there's an afterlife. We bank on the fact that the issue of justice hinges on the just judge who is eternal and will take care of all the justice issues. So one of the key passages for this is Psalm 73. Psalm 73 was written by a man whose name was Asaph. And Asaph said, I had seen all of the wickedness of the world and all of the wicked people of the world, and they seemed to be getting ahead. And verse 17 is the punchline. Until I understood their final destiny. There has to be an eternal judge. There has to be an eternal judgment in order for us to have any sense that justice in this life is something that we can live with if we know it's going to be incomplete and imperfect. If we know that wickedness will be judged in the end. So when I create curriculum, for instance, I always think about what's coming at the end and then create the front side of my curriculum, the kinds of things that I want to teach. But if I know where I'm going to go to, what the outcome is, then I know what I'm going to teach. That's the same kind of thing here. If I believe that there is true justice, then I can anticipate the end. So back to my question again. What is your perfect end? What does your perfect world look like, and how are you going to get there? For the Christian, from the Christian point of view, what difference does any of this stuff make? It makes a huge amount of difference that I know that there's a just judge that's going to take care of everything in the future, and that eternal just judge is the one who, in the meantime, is going to orchestrate justice even on earth, even if it's incomplete, even if it is imperfect, knowing that in the future this justice will be meted out by Him. Knowing where you come from and where you're going to helps us know how to live now. Part 3 is next.